You turn it upside down. Oh, and then that's it.
Take a look up front. We're not going to do every problem. I'll do one in each section.
Do number 7.
Common mistakes. People aren't reading the directions. If it wants a sum, we want the total. A couple people found the total and then they started doing division and found individual angles. I just needed to know the sum. So for a 40-gon, you should have done something like that. 40 minus 2 times 180 equals 6,840 degrees. So this was an n minus 2 times 180 situation. 5, 6, and 7.
Where did these go?
Just save it for the next time. Same thing, only we're moving backwards. How do we take care of this?
Look backwards. You divide by 180.
For some reason, everybody divided correctly, and then some people subtracted again. How do you get rid of the minus 2? Plus 2. Make sure that you added 2. I think that was the main mistake. If it asks for classification, make sure you've got the right word. It should have been either septagon or heptagon for number 5. Some people made up their own. Some people made up their own answers. Yes. Oh, thank you. Back corner. It's a red letter day. I might get a new phone. Six and 7. If it asks for a classification, everybody listen. If you just wrote down 7, 16, and 50, technically that's not answering the question. I gave you credit for it, but I'm looking for a classification. Give me a name. If it's 7, septagon and heptagon. If it's something above 12, give me just dash and gon at the end of it. Technically, that's right, Colin. Colin, you put 7 gon. That's okay. You just won't see it on any standardized test. X equals 121. X equals 56. Little details. You don't need to put a degree measure on here. Because what am I looking for?
Value.
A value. If it said measure, then throw in units, throw in the degree measure. For some reason, as soon as people turned the page, they thought that everything on this side was exterior. Is this problem exterior? No, that's another interior problem. So you should have been doing n minus 2 times 180. That one turned out to be x equals 5. If you have specific questions about something you got wrong, at the very end of the period, everybody's going to do a quick 10-question review Scantron for me. While people are doing that, come up to my desk, ask your specific questions. Is this interior or exterior? Exterior. 360 should have been what you used for the next three problems. X turned out to be 64 for this one. X is 30 for this one. X is 9 for this one. All three of those should have totaled up to 360. You don't have a picture for 14, 15, and 16. Make a little picture. Don't draw the entire diagram. Just put in a few sides. You just need a couple. Why am I not drawing the rest of the figure? What does that mean? Equal. There's no need to draw the rest of the figure if I know every single side is exactly the same and every single angle is exactly the same. Just draw a couple.
They're ever going to be irregular.
Those are the ones that we did up here. Colin, that's this right up here. None of these are equal. None of these are equal. So we just did the irregular ones. On all of the quizzes where people got these problems wrong, they didn't make a picture. Don't try to visualize everything without a diagram. How many sides in an octagon? 8. That's the only information you have. And on the side board, what are you supposed to be thinking for regular? Division. Is it easier to deal with the inside or the outside? Outside. What is the outside? 45. Next time, I would like to see some labeling. Don't just throw down 45 degrees and hope that I don't care that it's interior or exterior. Actually write down next to it or above it or below it that it's exterior or interior. Once you have one of these angles, how do you determine the other angle?
180.
180. It's on the side board. What term did we use? What's the very last? Supplementary, but what did I write on the sideboard?
Interior.
What's the key word? What's the key word?
Linear pair.
Linear pair. So this is 135, and that's your interior. Every problem could be done that way. 16 into 360. Why are people afraid of decimals? 22.5. Nothing in real life works out evenly. There's no need to round that. Just write it as is. 157.5 is your interior. Divide by 60, that's 6. It's okay to have one digit. 174 and 6. With a little bit of labeling. If you still have questions after this, come up to my desk when everybody's working on the review assignment. Last page. Even though it looks different than what we just did, it's the same process. We only have a finite number of things we can do. Is the word regular mentioned in each one of these problems? So if you didn't do division in them, something went wrong. First thing I'm going to do is this. Are we a go? Thank you very much. Even though I haven't even looked at the instructions, I'm writing down 360 because that's the path of least resistance. This one says exterior, this one says interior, this one says exterior. I don't care. I'm going to go to the outside no matter what. This is good because they're giving me the outside. Put 45 here, put 3 here. Do some division. 360, 45, that should have been 8 sides. 8 sides. 360 divided by 3, 120 sides. I'm doing the same thing, but I need the outside. They're telling me the inside. So how can I find the outside? Subtract from 180. Draw a picture. Same deal as the other page. Extend the side. I have 140 here. That means I have 40 on the outside. Does that make sense? So that's what I want to use. Even though it wasn't being asked for, I jumped to the outside. 360 divided by 40 is 9 sides. You did not want to use 140 with this because 140 was an interior angle. Do your 180 minus 140. That gives you the 40. Same process basically as the previous 3 problems. Jump back to the first page for a second. Where are these numbers, inside or outside? So what formula were you using? Times 180, correct? And then you set up an equation. Take a look at question 20. This is the same exact thing. Why are people folding into a ball when they see a word problem? Where are these angles? Inside. Well, that's just like the ones on page 1. So I know this is an n minus 2 times 180 problem. How many sides? Some people stopped there. They got scared. They said 540 was the answer. You have to add everything. Some people added up 2x, 2x, and 2x. Well, what about this? What is this? What's this? 90. So I've got 90 plus 90 plus 2x plus 2x plus 2x equals 540. So it wasn't just 6x equal to 540. It was 180 plus 6x. Take a look and see what you got wrong on that problem. Most of the time that was what happened. People ignored the right angles. If I subtract, I get 6x equals 360? So what would x be in my case? 60. Take a look. Did you have an x that was equal to 60 or did you have it equal to 30 or 90? If you had that, you got half credit because... Did everybody read the second part of the directions? Determine the measure of each angle. You had to take this and substitute it back into here. What's 2 times 60? 120, 120, 120. That would have given you full credit. 90, 90, 120, 120, 120. Don't make the same mistakes on the test. The test portion will probably only have 10 problems on it. And this is about all we can do with this idea of polygon, interior, and exterior angles. It's not going to get much more difficult than that. It's either one of those 4 things or a combination of them. Did we have a chance to do parallelograms?
Yeah.
Take that out. If you don't have that, make sure you pick one up when everybody else is working on the review assignment at the end of class. There's already a video online. Watch.
Hey, son, what's it called? What's it called? Oh, that's for game.
No, what was your first?
Wolf Pilot. Wolf Pilot. On the evidence.